Picture this. You're so excited. You've perfected your pizza. You found the perfect spot. You've been working on your recipe for years. You invest all the money you've saved for this point in time when you are ready to unlock the door to your new pizzeria. And guess what? Nobody comes. Sad story that I've seen so many times. A lot of people think just because you make a great pizza, people will find you. There is no build it and they will come. In the words of Kevin Costner from the great movie Field of Dreams, you have to get out there and tell people you exist. There is a way to do it, though. A lot of people come to me and they say, Bruce, I have a pizzeria. I need to hire a marketing company. Who do you suggest? And I say, you know what? Hold your horses. Don't hire somebody to do your marketing for you. Do it yourself. And then they come back to me and say, you know what? I don't know how to do that, though. And I say, okay, that's a learned skill. Just like riding a bike or driving a car. You're not born with that thought of knowing how to do that. You learn it. And then once you learn it, you get better at it over time. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips on why you shouldn't hire a marketing company to do your marketing for you in specific scenarios, and how to learn and where to go to learn to get the marketing tools that you need to grow your business. But real quick, before we do that, let me just thank today's sponsor of the video, Next Insurance. As a small business owner, you carry a lot of weight on your shoulders, and that's why you should check out Next Insurance. Saving you time, money, and quite a few headaches, let's be honest. Because you have enough on your plate as it is, hunting for new customers, trying to train your team, trying to grow sales for your business. With Next Insurance, you can focus more on getting customers into your door and less on the boring admin work that's needed to run a successful pizzeria. Next offers you 24/7 support and a certificate of coverage for your insurance needs. It's all within your phone, and you can gather it in a simple click within minutes. Don't waste another minute. Go to Next Insurance, take a load off your shoulders, and get back to growing your business right now. Let me just first start by explaining why I don't think pizzerias should start hiring a company to do their marketing for them. And there's a couple reasons. And reason number one is, for the most part, those companies don't know your business. They don't know your area. They are a big company trying to create cookie cutter posts and content for many pizza businesses that are similar. But they don't know how you run your business. They don't know how you talk to your customers. They don't really know your area where you are, and they can't do it for an affordable price if they learned all of that information. Most of them charge $500 to $1,500 a month to post on Instagram and Facebook, and they post these generic posts that don't do anything other than check the box of having posted to your account so you have some sort of brand awareness. How much brand awareness? Probably not a lot, because let's be honest, those posts probably suck, but they do it for you. But in order to actually grow sales using marketing like Instagram or TikTok or Facebook and even email and text, which nobody talks about, you need to be in the trenches of your business. You need to talk to your customers. You need to see who is around your area and where are they spending time online. It's not all things to all people. Somebody in Iowa may spend a time on different platform than somebody in New York City or Los Angeles. It's just how people grow up, what platforms they use, what platforms they're comfortable with, and where their friends are. And that's something that these big marketing companies don't necessarily think of when they're charging you to do social media for your business. So what do you do in that case? Okay, let's say, all right, I do have a marketing budget. I'm not going to hire one of these companies to do it for me. What are the options? I think there are two options when it comes to marketing your business in 2025. I think there is option number one, which is hire somebody to do it in-house for you, which is somebody on your team that can be maybe part-time marketing person, part-time inside employee to help out when the rush comes in. That's probably the way that I would go. There's option number two, which is to learn how to do it yourself. And I know what you're saying, Bruce, I don't have time to learn how to do marketing myself. I'm doing accounting. I'm trying to teach people how to make pizza. I'm talking to customers. I'm making repairs and fixing things. And I get that. Trust me. I know what it's like to operate a pizzeria. I did it for many, many years. There's something about being able to do it and know how to do it so that you can teach somebody else what you know. It's like making a pizza. You have to know how to make a pizza in order to teach somebody else how you want that pizza to be made. If you just hand it off and you never learn how to make a good pizza in your pizza restaurant and you just hire people that do know how to make pizza, they're going to come into your pizza shop and they're going to make pizza the way they've always made it. And it may not be the style or the way you want to serve that pizza because it's not what you've done. So you need to know how to do it, even if the goal in the long run is to not do it yourself. Just like anything, you need to invest the time to learn. So where do you do that? You can hire somebody who knows how to do that to come in and work with you on a one-on-one basis. A lot of pizza restaurants hire consultants. I mean, we do consulting if you have information or you want some information about what we do to help you grow your business, whether that comes to opening a new shop or operations or even doing this. Coming in and showing you exactly, working with you in your pizzeria, trying to get the voice of your restaurant, and then teaching you what platforms you should be using, and then what you should be creating for content on those platforms that not only drive brand awareness, but drive sales. If you need some help with that, description below this video. You can check it out. But you can hire somebody to come in and teach you what's working. But how do you find that person? I think you need to find somebody who's doing what you want to do. And that could be in a different category of business. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pizza shop doing what you want to do, but somebody who's using the platforms and you know that it drives sales because you can talk to that person and say, hey, does this actually drive sales to your business? And social media isn't always about driving sales. It is a lot about brand awareness and being top of mind. So some of that ROI, return on investment that you spend, whether that be time or money, is not necessarily easy to track. But you know it. It's kind of like you know it when you know it, right? You know it's driving sales when you post something and people come into your restaurant and they order that thing that you just posted. Yeah, there's not an exact click to go order online, but that person's on the phone or coming into the restaurant saying, hey, I just saw that on TikTok or I just saw that on Instagram and I want to order that. So you know there's an ROI there. It's not necessarily trackable, but you know it happens because you post one thing and then you see the results in sales right after you post that thing. So hire somebody or find somebody and pick their brain. There's a lot of groups out there that can teach you this, but you really want to be careful of who you hire. You really want to make sure that they're practicing what they preach, so to speak. Going back to my example of hiring somebody and them knowing how to make pizza, but you don't. If you hire somebody to teach you how to do social media that drives sales, you should go to their YouTube channel. You should go to their TikTok. You should go to their Instagram. You should go to their Facebook. Is there engagement? Are they practicing what they preach in order to get business for their business? And then is it working? And can you see engagement? Can you see results? And if that's the case, then maybe that person is somebody that you should talk to and say, hey, listen, I know maybe you don't do consulting, but I own a pizza shop. I'm looking to grow my sales. I can see that you're doing exactly that. How much would it cost for you to come into my business or talk to me on the phone 3 to 4 times a month so I can pick your brain and pay you for picking your brain versus just saying, hey, let me ask you a question and take all of your time and you get nothing in return for that. How much would it cost for me to pick your brain for 3 to 4 times a month so you could teach me what you're doing so then I can go take that information and go build my business on my own? And then once you know how to do it, it's very easy to have somebody shadow you and watch what you're doing and pass that information on to somebody else so that they can take it off of your plate. This is probably going to take you 6 to 9 months to be able to figure it out. 3 to 6 months of practicing what you preach and doing the work and testing and tweaking your marketing to see if it actually works or not. And then another 3 to 6 months, maybe less, to teach somebody and hand it off. But once you know how to do it, the person you're handing it off to is interchangeable. You can, if that person decides to move on from your company and go find a different job, that's great for them. I'm glad, I'm proud. You can just put somebody else in that place and say, hey, listen, I need you to do this 15, 20 hours a week, and that's going to be part of your job. And over the course of your business, that's going to help you way more because they could get so much more done marketing, being hands-on in the business, than any company from the outside could do. There's only so many things that you need to do to market your business. You need to pick a couple platforms. I would probably start with, if it was me, I would do YouTube and TikTok or Instagram because I think that for marketing, YouTube and TikTok give you the most reach with the least amount of followers and the most potential to get viral or go viral and get a video on either TikTok or YouTube rather to be pushed in front of people who don't follow you. They have the most potential, so I would probably start there with social media. And then I would start with text and email. Text and email is going to drive sales right away. And if you don't have an email list or a text list, you can use YouTube and TikTok/Instagram as a way to get people to know who you are on social media for free or even maybe paid ads to grow those lists, and then use text and email as a way to send people information into their inbox or their phone messages, as long as they opted in, don't spam people, to drive sales on a daily or weekly basis. There's a loop. That's the loop. Social media, build your list, use that list, whether that be phone or email, to drive sales. And that loop goes on and on and on and on. The messages change, the platforms change, but that loop tends to stay the same over time. It's a loop that we've been using over and over and over again for years, especially email. Text is more of a new thing in the last couple of years where people are more receptive to that. But email marketing has been around for a long time. We've been using email marketing, especially if you have online ordering, for years. So there's that loop. Social media, drive to your list, to text, to order, and then use text and email to drive more sales. There's only a certain amount of way you can grow sales in your business. You get people to order more frequently, you get people to upsell when they order, or you find new customers. And finding new customers is the most costly. But if you can use social media and text and email to drive that loop more and more and more, you'll be more profitable with more sales, and you'll have a happier life because you'll know how to do everything in your business, and you won't have to rely on somebody else. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully it's valuable. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. If you need some help, again, leave a comment below. My information is in the description of this video. As long as you need some help and you're willing to put in the work, we're here to help you as well. Check out everything in the description. Like this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you right back here on the next video.